Okay, hi. I just cut my own bangs. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be reading a page for every notification that I get for the day. Now, we're going to be doing last week's one. So today is Sunday the 20th, nearly at 11 a.m. So we're going to be doing last week's one, which is the Sunday the 13th one, which is here. We're going to be trying to read 127 pages today, which is fine. Not really sure what book I'm going to be reading first. Maybe The Prison Healer. That is the one I'm in the middle of reading at the moment. But I might pick another book as well, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, my cat's in there. So let's get into it. You know, it's kind of annoying now. Like, I have to leave in half an hour, and so I'm going to try to read for the next 15 minutes. So I'm going to be... My cat keeps like... I love my cat, but he is kind of needy, and he's always around in my videos. I'm going to try to read The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni and see how far I get. We're only on page 66. So if I want to finish this, I'll need to get on page like 180 something. So we'll see. It is now 6:50 Sunday night. I have done my 127 pages, so that means now we're on to 195 pages of The Prison Healer, as you can see. I'm kind of dreading tomorrow. I'm going to be completely fair with you. Like, I kind of regret doing this challenge. Usually I'm pretty good. I can finish a whole book in a day, but that's when I don't have pressure, and now I have pressure to actually try to finish something, and it's going to stress me out. And tomorrow is going to be a long day too. It's going to be around like 100. I think it's either going to be 127 again or 111 or something like that. It's something in the early 100s. And like, I am like dreading it. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, I am dreading it. The Prison Healer, I'm liking the book, but it's not like very flow-like to me. So it's taken me quite a while to get through to it. Oh, if you couldn't see, my cat's here. And he's just sort of cuddling. Look at him. Look at the little baby. The only issue that I don't like is it's taken me quite a while to actually get into the book. Like, I'm enjoying it, but it's not like I'm not like getting sucked in. And it's taking quite a while for me to get into it. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I'm hoping I'll nearly finish it because I'm 43% of the way through the book. Yeah, I'm sort of hoping that tomorrow will be a lot easier for me. But we did it though, so I'm really happy. I just woke up. I'm gonna try to get my 106 pages in because it's Monday. It is literally Monday don't think you can see 21st, 7:30 a.m. It's a public holiday for me, so I was like, I may as well get my 106 pages done today. We're on to page 195 of The Prison Healer. 468 pages in the Kindle version. So 195 plus 106 is, I need to get to page 301, which will mean that there'll be 167 pages left in the book after today. So we should hopefully have this done by Wednesday. Does anyone feel like maybe Kara's family won't actually come? Because they keep saying they've come for 10 years and they haven't come at all. It doesn't take 10 years to come up with a fucking plan. I feel like they're actually not going to come at all. And she's going to have to escape herself, which would be fucking devastating. It is about 8:30, as you can hopefully see. It is 8:37 and I am on to page 256. Everything's backwards, so you guys can't really see. So I'm about halfway through the daily quota, which is 106, and I've read about 60 pages so far, so we're getting there slowly. Or is it 50 pages I've read? 205, 210, 220, 230, 240, yeah, I think 60 pages. So I still have another like just under like 50 pages to read. The book's getting there. We're getting into her Kara's second trial of fire. I just started that one. So I'm on to chapter 22 when she finds that the amulet actually does work. Personally, I couldn't do that. I couldn't risk my life. You know, I would have been like, fuck mom, fuck brother, fuck sister. I'm not risking my life for some rebel queen and doing the 4 trials. She has a lot more bravery to her than me. Bravery, stupidity, they're both the same thing in certain situations. So it's getting really interesting. It's picking up. It is still a bit slow, and I'm not inhaling the book as fast as I would like. Okay, I did my Monday quota, which was 106. I am now up to page 302, if you can't see. I sort of read on and off for about an hour or so. Yeah, so I'm up to the bit where, spoiler alert, Tip survives, love that. And we're on to the 3rd ordeal, which is water. Honestly, I'm really excited for this, not gonna lie to y'all. I cannot wait to see what happens. I'm seeing her resolve towards her family and the rebels like crumbling, which I'm very happy about, because I don't know about you, but I could not last 10 years with my family saying they're coming to get me, and it took them 10 years to come and get me. I would have just been like, get fucked. 2 years tops. You know what I mean? So the fact that it took him like literally 10 years, I don't know how she did that. I don't know, I couldn't, yeah, I could not. But yeah, so we're about 66% of the way through. So I'm hoping that, well, I think tomorrow is 111, but I'm gonna see if I can maybe possibly finish the rest of the book, because we're on page 302 and then there's still about 166 pages to go. So like there'll be another like 50 pages left after tomorrow, so I think I'm going to try to read the entire thing, or maybe I'll read a little bit more today. That way I'll be able to finish the book tomorrow and then I can maybe pick another read. I'm not really sure what book I'm going to be picking for, you know, the rest of the week after tomorrow, but we'll see. So I'm very excited for this. I really enjoyed this challenge. I didn't realize how many notifications I got. I was kind of expecting it to be a bit more, not gonna lie, but you know, 100 is fine. Okay. I ended up reading more, so it's still Monday by the way, and I ended up reading more of the Prison Healer because now it's starting to get really good, and I'm up to 390. Oh. Up to 390. So I've read nearly 90 pages since this morning, and it is nearly 7 o'clock at night. I'm probably gonna put it down, but I'm extremely excited for it. For the rest of it, that means though I'm gonna have to pick another book for tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna pick though. Okay, I'm actually really nervous to start tomorrow because, as we all know, like starting a new book is probably the worst, especially when there's no series or anything in it. So I'm kind of wondering what book I should pick up, you know? Because I do have a few. I'm thinking of starting Survive the Night. It's one of the ones I keep starting and then stopping and then starting and stopping. So I was thinking of picking maybe that one as the new book, because I've been meaning to get through it, but I just never keep going through with it. So I think that's the one we're going to pick. Okay, so today is Tuesday. It is at night. I had finished my my page number quota this morning while I was at work, and I don't bring my camera to work, so I couldn't film it. What I did is as you can see, I finished Prison Healer. Okay, so go to this thing if you don't want to hear spoilers. I'll give you 5 seconds to pause the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler over. Sorry, my French is like really weird when it's not like styled, so it looks kind of like I have a bulbed haircut. That ending, that like last 2 chapters with like those 2 huge plot twists, insane. You know, Carver's, or is her name Kara? I think her name's Kara. Her plot twist was insane. Jared's plot twist was insane. Tip dying was insane, and the plot twist being revealed there was insane. Like last like 3 chapters had like so many plot twists and so many insane reveals. It was absolutely insane. I gave it 4 stars because I didn't like the last page where we find out that her mother was the rebel queen and she's the rebel princess. Like, I don't know, I saw Jared's sort of plot twist coming, and I didn't really see Kara's one, so like I'm not really too fond of her being like the evil princess or whatever, but not evil princess, but like the rebel princess, so I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, my cat's here. So that was about 78 pages I finished. And then obviously I still had like, you know, I think 33. So I ended up starting Survive the Night. As you can see, I'm on to page 39. And yeah, I like this book. It was really hard for me to get into though, so I haven't read it, but it's been one of those books I've started and stopped and then have to restart and then stop and then I have to read all over again and stop. And the furthest I got is like 30% of the way through, which I'm up to about 15%. I really like the book, but since I've started and stopped it so many times, like, it's getting really annoying because I've read this passage so many times, but I also forgot so many times, and then everything's coming back, and I don't know where I last went off, sort of thing. So that's that, and then I've also been reading a bit of, Body Check by Ellie Kennedy, like, on my off time, not including this sort of, like, page number thing. I'm 65% of the way through. I've started it today. Really enjoying it, really loving it. Maybe I'll do that as my quota thing. I think I want to finish Body Check and Survive the Night by the end of the week challenge, hopefully. We've read quite a bit. Tomorrow is going to be easier though, because, surprise, I don't have 100 pages to read tomorrow. I only have 83, which is quite nice, which means I might be able to finish this book. I'm up to page 184, so if I read about 20 pages tonight, it means I'll have like enough for tomorrow to finish this book, which is really good. And the rest can be Survive the Night, so I'm very excited for that. Oh yeah, you can see my little cat's little things. Look at him. There's his little eyeballs. And yeah, like, I think you could see his things before. About 65% of the way through Body Check, 14% of the way through Survive the Night, and I finished the Prison Healer today. So that's quite nice. That is quite nice. I'm very looking forward to tomorrow. It's only going to be 83 pages, so I better continue reading Body Check and read the next 20 pages so then I can finish this all tomorrow. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. It is Wednesday, which means I have 83 pages to read, which means I am going to be continuing Body Check and finishing that today because I literally have 83 pages left. So, very excited for that. I have to work though, so I won't be able to vlog until after work and tell you about my reading experience. Okay, so I did what I needed to do, which was 83 pages today. I actually read more than 83 pages. I think I read a couple of hundred. So there was 82 pages left of Body Check by Ellie Kennedy, which obviously is not 83, but I want to talk a little bit about Body Check. I really enjoyed it. I think it was like 3.5 stars on Goodreads, which I could see why it's not everyone's cup of tea. Like, it's a little bit cringy because it's one of those like sort of cutesy, kind of cringy, like romance books with a bit of spice. But the only issue I had with the book was the fact that Aiden was on a break with her boyfriend. And although I didn't really see it as like, you know, like cheating necessarily, but it was pretty bad. Like, it was awkward. I kind of wish that like she just broke up with him, which might have been easier. Oh yeah, here's my cat. But I can sort of like push past that, I suppose. Nonetheless, I really like Broody. I like his personality. I really enjoyed it more than so. And yeah, that's what I really have to say. Like, it's a very easy book to read with not like any in-depth details about the world, and it didn't really have any like sophisticated like wording, so it was very easy and light to read, which obviously I would recommend if you're doing like a 24-hour challenge, or if you're just wanting like, if you're in a reading slump and you don't want to think and you just want to like really like just dive into the romance aspect of things. Like, I really liked it, but I would also recommend that this is a very heavy spice book, not as heavy as you'd get with like dark romance, but a lot, like, you know how like a lot of like more like YA and just adult romance books are having a lot more spice in them. This is sort of that same level. Like, you get spice within the first like 5 chapters. Like, I'm not even joking. Like the second chapter and third and so on, like, there's spice. And I would say like every third one after that. So if you're not into that, I would recommend not doing that. And if you also have children, don't give them this book. You know, I'm sure I can do like a video about recommendations to give to your children that are cutesy little like romances that don't have spice in them. Right, and since Body Check was 82 pages and not 83, I decided that I had to read. I only read 6 pages of Survive the Night. Can you tell I'm sort of procrastinating on this book? Like, I really love the writing style and everything, but I'm just procrastinating because I've read this passage so many times, but I can't remember it, and it's bothering me. But I do enjoy, but I do enjoy Survive the Night. I think it's very easy, very, like, although it has a lot of dark, like, themes and stuff like that to it, it is very, like, very easy to read because I don't have to imagine anything. It's very short sentences, very sharp sentences. It's like, oh, okay. You know, he was flirting. She doesn't know how to do this. Love that. It's very easy to read and to just, like, read through it and you don't have to actually think. Love those books, right? But obviously that meant that I finished my 83 quota, but I still read more. I ended up reading, or starting, The Last Dragon by Leah Stone. She was the one that wrote The Fallen Academy. I still need to get like book 2 and book 3. I read book 1 like this week and I really enjoyed it. That was the first book that I actually read after not really being out of a reading slump. As you guys know, I haven't posted in a couple of months, but more so like the first book I read after not being so stressed about work and just like surviving on pennies and stuff like that. So it's been really enjoyable and I really liked her writing style. The Last Dragon King is a lot different from that, I noticed. Like, her writing style has changed. I can't really pinpoint why, but it's not, like, I think it's a lot more, like, darker slightly and more, like, shorter, maybe elongated sentences. I'm not entirely sure, because what I just said is basically, like, a contradiction within itself. Short, but, like, long sentences. What do you mean, Allie? I don't know. I think I have to read more of this book to figure out why I'm not too fond of it, but I am about 27% of the way through. I'm on page, what page am I on? I'm on page 99 out of 342. So as you can tell, I'm enjoying this, right? Like, I read this during my lunch break, and this challenge, it's like very stressful to find a book, but it's very good. Like, it sort of makes me feel more like under the pump, and I actually have to follow through with reading books. So as you guys know, like, I finished 2 books so far in this challenge, and it is only Wednesday, and we started Sunday. So that still gives me Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it gives me 3 days. So I'm hoping I'll be able to finish The Last Dragon King and read some of it tonight, and also finish Survive the Night. That's the one I'm procrastinating on. I'm not really sure why. Okay, so it is Thursday, 4 in the morning. I'm up this early because I am tired. Today is 97 pages. And I don't feel that great. I actually feel severely unwell. But I have to go to work just for today. I'm looking forward to reading The Last Dragon King by Leah Stone. Very excited to it. I'm hoping to maybe finish it today, or tonight, or even tomorrow. Okay, I am page 297. Today is Thursday. I was supposed to read, I think it was like 93 or 97 pages. I read pretty much nearly 100 pages over that. So I've read nearly 200 pages so far. But I do have a serious question with this book. If this book does not tie up really good and the last 30% of the book, I'm gonna crash out. No, 30%. Last 20%, right? Because what do you mean? oh, she can't have his kids because she's a different breed and they'll deform, but now he has to save his kingdom, so he has to have an heir. So, you know, they can get married, but he has to bed other women till they get pregnant. What kind of book? Why the fuck am I reading this? Like, I was under the impression that this was a really popular book on BookTok in 2023. What were you reading? This has never pissed me off, and I loved her other book, the Fallen Academy, the book one. I swear to God, if Fallen Academy ends up just like this, I'm gonna have a fit. Because what do you mean he asks her to have children with other women? You know, that's personally is not my thing. I didn't want to fucking read this, and now I'm upset because if this does not tie well in the last fucking 20%, I'm gonna have a fit, and it's so annoying because he has fucked her over like 4 times already, and she keeps going back. Like, I would have been like, oh, he wants to kill me, I'm dipping. Oh, he has trauma because of my side of the family, I'm dipping. I'm not the family. I didn't even know they existed till like fucking 5 chapters in. I'm out. Oh, you can't pick me. You confess that you have feelings for me, but then you pick another woman to marry because it's a safer option. I'm out. And then this bit where, oh, they decide, oh, they're gonna get together, you know? They love each other. And then they find out that in the past, 2 of their people have had children together and they have been deformed, and now he has to provide an heir to the kingdom or else they will die. Oh no, I could never be that selfless. You know, I would be selfish. I'd be like, oh, I'm dipping. You know, I'm not being someone's second choice. You are not. I want to have kids with someone who, you know, will want kids with me. You know, I'm just not having it. You know, I'm not marrying you so you can go sleep with other women. Just not it. Not it. Not it. I don't know. Just this book better do well in the next 20%, or else I'm gonna have a fit. Here's my cat and I. It's raining outside, so like the atmosphere is quite lovely to be reading. So it is Friday, it is a public holiday for us Australians, so I am reading. The page count is 100 pages. Today I am starting Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I already started it. I was on page 40 and I'm on to page 74 now, so I'm nearly halfway there. So I should hopefully get it done pretty soon, probably within the next hour or 2. I'm getting ready to stream on Twitch because if you guys don't know, I also play video games on Twitch for fun. So I literally video game and also read in my spare time. So don't know how I feel about that. With Survive the Night, I'm getting to a point where this is like, I'm close to, as I've mentioned before, Survive the Night is one of those ones I have stopped and finished, not because it's bad. I really love the book, but I've just had circumstances in life where I have stopped reading the book. And I'm now getting to a point where I'm 25% of the way through, where I'm nearly 30, and 30 is roughly where like the furthest I've gotten in the book is. So I'm pretty excited to see where this ends up. Like, I've already read this passage so many times. I'm excited to start reading new bits of the story. So I'm very, very excited for that. Okay, about halfway reading. I've still been not really reading much, which I'm so sorry. But I'm nearly up to the part that I've actually got up to. So I'm up to, percentage-wise, 28% all the way through. I'm nearly up to the part that I stopped reading. So like, I'm really excited because I'm so excited to read new stuff. So I'm really excited. My friend just in style, so it looks kind of weird. Okay, so I failed yesterday. I only read 50 pages because I left my Kindle in my friend's car. So we're gonna add those 50 pages on today. I'm pretty sure today is 47. Don't quote me. So we're gonna read The Frontrunner. I'm up to page 54. So I'll read 100, maybe 110 just to make sure I've read everything from today and yesterday, and then we'll be able to finish the video. So let's get to it. now to page 160. I have finished day 7, and I guess 6 if you're including the extra 50 in here. So I've read about 110 pages so far. It is now Saturday. Oh my god, my friend is doing this weird thing. It's now Saturday, and I have now completed the challenge. I've done 7 days, which is kind of insane to me. Honestly, I enjoyed this so much. Okay, so we've done the challenge, which meant that I have read 670 pages this week, which, if you guys know, I've actually read more than that. I have finished 3 books this week. 3 books, and I'm in the middle of 2. So that's definitely way more than 670 pages I read, but with the notifications, I did. The only day I failed, which was yesterday, was because I didn't have my Kindle on me, and it was late at night, and my power didn't work, so I couldn't read. But I can do... So I did try to make up for it by reading 50 pages today, which I did, but I'm still not... I'm going to count that as like a... maybe challenge failed, challenge succeed, I don't really know. You guys can let me know if there's any other challenges you guys would like me to do. Do leave in the comments. I'm about to start a video where I'm going to be reading my favorite booktubers' favorite or 5-star reads. So I'll have to see how that goes. I still need to purchase 2 of the books, which kind of sucks, but we'll see how that goes. I also don't think I mentioned the 3 books that I actually read and finished. I think you guys already see that during the vlog, but I'll do a more in-depth thing. So the first book I finished was The Prison Healer. I really liked it. The ending was very shocking. The last like 50 pages was filled with like plot twist after plot twist. And the last page really got to me. Not gonna spoil it for you, but yeah, it really got to me. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I think I will go a bit more in depth on like these ratings when I do my April, what I read in April sort of video. The second book I finished was Body Check, which is sort of more of like a romance, like sport romance that's hockey based. I don't really know much about ice hockey or just hockey in general. We don't really have it here in Australia. I gave that one 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it, but it's not like memorable in terms of romance. Like I think Book Lovers for me was really memorable, but I still liked it nevertheless. And I really want to read more of Ellie's books. And the last one I read was The Last Dragon King. I gave that one a 3 out of 5 stars. The first 80% of the book, like it was really good the first 20, and then it just had like 3 strikes I had for the king. Like I was just like, this girl needs to be more selfish. You get what I mean? And you'll know once you get to, like if you just choose to read this book, you'll know what I mean when you get to around like 80% of the way through the book. And that 3rd strike, like I was done. I was like, sure, like the 20% of the rest of the book actually made up for it, but I was just like, no. That would have been 3rd strike and I would have been out. Would have been gone. You know, the 1st strike would have already been gone. Like, there's no hope for me. But, you know. So that's why I gave it 3 stars. It was going to be like 2 if it kept with the plot, like the 80% plot. But then I was like, don't like that. So that was a pain. But it made up for it in the last 20%. So I gave it 3 stars instead of like 2 stars. So I'm very happy with that. I do like her other like books. Like I've read The Fallen Academy. I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. Like I really loved it. I'm excited to read her other books that come out after that relate to The Fallen Academy. But I just did not like The Last Dragon King. Like I just didn't. That's why it's 3 stars. Because it's not like I loathe it. But it's like, wouldn't really recommend it to anyone. But if you do like the video, do like and subscribe. It helps the channel out. And honestly, I just hope that you have a lovely day. Bye.